hair is just not sitting right, no matter what I do with it. Hi. It's me, Tony. I would just like to start off a video by saying that I'm sorry for not uploading in ages, in like literally over a month. I have a reason for it, okay, and it's not like a stupid reason, it's a legitimate reason. So basically, in the past few weeks I kept forgetting to take my medication a couple of times, and I'm on very strong antidepressants, so my mind and my mood has been really weird, so I haven't been in the right frame of mind to make YouTube videos, and I haven't had any ideas of what to make. I literally just came up with this idea for this video literally like 10 minutes ago, I'm not kidding. Great planning! I'm a great planner. Okay, so round to the video. I'm gonna just, talk about my autism, because it's not spoken about enough, autism, really. My hair isn't. It's not spoken about much. I am diagnosed with Asperger's. I am 1 point off autism. The only reason I don't have that 1 point is because I can talk, although I was mute for a while when I was a kid. When I was like around 2, 3, like, I don't know, around that age, I think. My mum had to teach me like basic sign language, I think. I don't know the whole story, I was a kid, I don't remember. But yeah, I don't remember any of it now, but I can talk now. I still have a few speech impediments though. Kind of. I have a slight lisp, and I kind of hesitate before talking sometimes, so there's that. Yeah, but other than that, I'm pretty good at talking. So I've got Asperger's. I was only diagnosed in 2014. I'm 15 years old now, nearly 16. And I was literally only diagnosed 2 years ago. So, because even though my mum knew I had autism from the very start, kind of, basically, because it's just of the way I acted and stuff. So yeah. I'm gonna list the pros and cons of my autism. It's different for everyone, so this is just my personal experience with autism. This isn't like a whole everyone's experience. This is just literally just mine. It's different for everyone. But let me know down in the comments if any of these, like, anything that I mention applies to you too. I'm so awkward. Okay, some the cons. Bad things about being autistic, for me. I don't have an off switch, so I'll just keep talking and I'll make really inappropriate jokes that may offend people, but I won't have this off switch in my head that tells me to not say that thing. So I will make a really offensive joke to someone without thinking, and then afterwards I'll be like, wait, I shouldn't have said that. So, and then I'm like, and I really hate myself for it, so I hate it. No off switch, so I'll just keep talking, like I'm doing right now. I'll just keep talking, I won't stop. It's really irritating. Another thing, I am very sensitive to bright lights and loud noises. If I'm around bright lights or loud noises for a long period of time, I will have a sensory overload. And it's just horrible. I don't know how to explain it. I have literally no idea how to put it into words. But I have sensory overload. It's less now that I'm not at school. I don't go to school anymore, so it's kind of less. It doesn't happen as often. Same with like having meltdowns and stuff. So. But yeah, I still have them every now and then, obviously. I also get angry very easily. And I have meltdowns. Like, some things that really irritate me is, like, when I was in school, I didn't understand sarcasm or metaphors or anything like to do with that, like English language. So I could never understand it in like lessons. So it would really irritate me, and the teachers were like tried to help me, but they couldn't help me because they had no idea what they were doing, because none of them were trained. Literally nobody there was trained to work with autistic kids, so they had no idea what they were doing. And like, I'm academically smart enough to be in a mainstream school, so, but I also need lots of special care, so I'm like too academically smart to go into like a special needs school or a school specifically for autistic people, but I do need a lot of help and support. Like, I need like a key worker and all that, and my school was never able to give any of that to me, so I was just always having meltdowns over that sort of stuff. So yeah, that was really fun. Another thing that really, really irritates me, when people interrupt me while I'm in the middle of talking and I just completely lose it. I just completely lose it. I'll probably do like, I should probably do like a different video of all the things that annoy me, because there's just so many things. But yeah, when people interrupt me while I'm talking, boy, don't interrupt me while I'm talking. Like, just don't. I will start screaming and shouting at you until you shut up. I actually did that at cadets once. It was not a smart thing to do, so don't do that, kid. Okay, but the the pons, the pros, the good things about being autistic. I just, it can be irritating to some people, but also funny. I just think of really random things and I just say it because I don't have that off switch, so I just say it. Um, and it's just so weird, the stuff I come out with, and I don't think before I say it, so I just say it, and then I'm just like, and then everyone laughs at me and looks at me weird, and I'm like, what? Also, I don't understand jokes a lot, so my mum, like, my mum finds it hilarious. A lot of people find it hilarious. I find it hilarious myself, but I just don't understand jokes, so I'm just stood there like, what? What did you just say? What does that mean? So yeah, that's great. I can hear electricity. Like, I can hear, I have very strong, very sensitive ears because of like my sensory overload, so I can just hear things 10 times louder than everyone else does. So I hear electricity. Oh, my wrist just clicked. Yeah, I hear electricity, and it can be irritating, but at the same time, it's really cool because I can just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just really cool that I can just hear it. So I need to hurry this up. I'm already at 8.5 minutes. I have photographic memory. Like, one very clear thing I can remember. In English once, we had to write this like about me thing, and I had this whole page, like A4 page, full of just things about me, and I could just stand up at the top, at the front of the class, and just say it all, word for word, and I could see the piece of paper in my head, so I could just read through it all, and it's just awesome. But also it can be annoying when people like expect you to use it to your advantage, like when I'm like revising or studying, whatever, and people are like, I'm like, I cannot find a way to revise. Like, literally, we've tried everything. And everyone's like, just use your photographic memory. I can't do that. I can't just use my photographic memory whenever I want. It just literally happens when it wants to happen. So, I'm also very good at remembering things like learning languages and learning to play instruments. I taught myself how to play the acoustic guitar in a matter of weeks. I'm still not very good, obviously, and the guitar is like always out of tune, no matter how many times I retune it, so I'll never be uploading videos to YouTube of me playing the guitar unless I get a better guitar. And I can learn languages very quickly. Like, I've always liked the sound and look of German, so I just decided, like, yeah, let's try to learn German, and like that, in a matter of minutes, I learnt numbers from 1 to 10. I couldn't bother to look at the other numbers, so I don't know any others yet. And I can say like random phrases, but I've never taken one single lesson in it, and I learnt it all in like so quickly. I can literally just say it off the top of my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I probably pronounced all of them wrong, but oh well. So yeah. This video is so long, it's literally like 10 minutes long. So I should probably end it here. I don't even know what this video was. I literally just thought of it off the top of my head like 10 minutes before I started filming this video, so if you like the video, like and comment and subscribe for more of this if people want to see this. No, nobody wants to see it. But yeah, I'll see you all. I would say see you all next week, but let's be honest, I'll probably forget to upload for a couple of weeks, so I'll just see you whenever I see you. Bye.